This is the most outrageous aircraft ever built. To satisfy his own bad taste, Donald Duck decided to make a Boeing 747 out of flour. Don't look at the materials, but every step is very meticulous. For example, the dough needs to be rolled out until it's flat. Then sprinkle it with 2 tails of sugar, because this is the best time to make aeroplane parts. First, the duck takes the mold with his little steps. Then I simply carved 4 gears, just waiting to be baked in golden brown on both sides. Then he took the drive shaft and started to make it. This is an important part of the car. And finally, the steering wheel. It's done in seconds, using a laminating method. Once all the important parts are taken care of, it starts to heat up the oven again with its unrecognizable stride. Suddenly, out of nowhere, there's a smell of mush. It's a freshly baked wing, but it's a little darker. Luckily, it's not a big problem. Donald Duck is a real stickler for excellence. He personally checks every step of the process. Even a single hair will affect your mood. While we're talking, the fuselage has just reached maturity. Duck excitedly pulls up the lid. A model weighing 500 grams to a kilo comes into view. The chubby fuselage is golden and tasty. The propellers and landing gear are just perfect. In order to look more professional, Lao Tang immediately made himself a custom-made flight suit. But it's also made of dough. Just bake the duck's head for 10 minutes. The final process is complete. The assembled plane lived up to its name, and it's really hovering in the sky. At this moment, Donald Duck is undoubtedly the prettiest of all. All kinds of difficult maneuvers are very dangerous. The meteor dive is the favorite of the king of hell. Especially this extreme braking is a masterpiece. Even a 30-year-old dead tree was shocked and blossomed on the spot. This skill, I don't know how many amateur flying champions have been defeated. However, it doesn't take more than 3 seconds. A sudden rainstorm came. The watery propeller began to melt. This scene scared the ducks and they rushed to remedy the situation. But it's all about the front and the back. It's all made of dough. If it gets wet, it's a sure sign of trouble. At this point, not only are the landing gear gone, even the fuselage was starting to look like mud. The plane was about to fall apart. Donald Duck had to pull out his rolling pin and start repairing the plane. Oh, boy. I'm really amazed by this operation. The problem was that it actually contained the danger, and it even cut off the excess. The danger was imminent. It's using the emergency brake again. But bread is bread. But it's all for naught. The pedals are now useless. The steering wheel is twisted into a noodle. Luckily, the plane is also very competitive. It's got its own spirit, even over the mountains. After a lot of trouble, luckily, the bread turned into a parachute. It landed smoothly in the center of the chicken coop. Once safe, Donald Duck regretted it. He shouldn't have believed in this radio's nonsense. The bread plane is the best in the world. It's a tax on his intelligence to get nothing.